Episode 29. The Girl Who Aged Overnight. No one noticed the change immediately. The girl arrived at school at the usual time. She walked the same route. She wore the same clothes she had worn the day before. Her hair was tied the same way. Her bag hung from the same shoulder. Nothing about her appearance suggested disruption. It was posture that drew attention first. She stood differently, not taller, heavier. Her movements carried a restraint that had not been there before. She waited before sitting. She adjusted her position carefully, as if accounting for a body she had not yet learned. Her teacher noticed this and dismissed it. Fatigue explained many things. During the first hour, the girl spoke less than usual. When she did speak, her voice was unchanged. The words were chosen differently, shorter, final. She did not hesitate. She did not search for phrasing. Her responses arrived complete. A classmate asked if she was feeling unwell. She said no. The answer ended the exchange. At mid-morning, someone noticed her hands. The skin was the same. The nails were the same. The gesture was not. She moved as if she had lived longer inside them. This observation could not be articulated. Past. The change became undeniable only when records were checked. A staff member opened the attendance system and paused. The girl's age field did not match memory. It was not incorrect by error. It was correct by system. The number had increased. Not by 1 year, by several. The staff member refreshed the page. The number remained. They checked the date of birth. Unchanged. They checked the calculation. Correct. The system insisted the girl was older. The staff member assumed a data error and closed the application. The girl aged again during lunch. Not visibly. Not dramatically. She simply carried more. She ate slowly, not cautiously, deliberately. She noticed when she was finished and stopped without prompting. A friend spoke about something trivial. The girl listened. She did not respond with encouragement or dismissal. She responded with resolution. That won't matter later. The friend laughed. They assumed sarcasm. The girl did not correct them. During the afternoon, a teacher asked the girl a question. The question required speculation. The girl did not speculate. She answered with outcome. The teacher paused. They felt something misalign. They moved on. At home that evening, the girl's parents noticed change. They noticed it in silence. She placed her bag down carefully. She removed her shoes and aligned them. She did not rush. She did not stall. She greeted them as usual. Her tone was unchanged. Her presence was not. She moved through the house with awareness of consequence. She did not ask permission to do things she already knew would be allowed. She did not test boundaries. She avoided conflict without strategy. At dinner, she ate until complete. Not full, complete. Her parents exchanged a look they did not name. Later, her mother noticed something else. The girl's reflection did not align with expectation. The face was the same. The expression belonged to someone else. The mother did not comment. She assumed exhaustion. That night, the girl slept. She did not dream. She woke early, not alert, prepared. She dressed without checking options. She chose clothing that did not draw attention. She moved quietly. The mirror did not interest her. The next morning, the system updated again. The girl's age advanced. This time, the change was noticed. A staff member contacted administration. Administration checked records. Medical files were reviewed. Nothing contradicted the system. The girl's body measurements remained within expected range. Bone age tests were inconclusive. Developmental markers were inconsistent. No injury was present. No illness was detected. The girl did not appear distressed. She did not ask questions. When asked how she felt, she responded accurately. I'm finished with some things. The phrase unsettled the listener. They did not ask which things. They did not want the answer. The change did not continue indefinitely. Paused. The girl stabilized at an age that did not belong to her body. Older. Not elderly. Experienced. She did not gain height. She did not gain mass. She gained time. The effect spread quietly. Others noticed. A classmate remarked that she felt different to talk to. Not intimidating. Conclusive. The girl listened without curiosity. Curiosity required uncertainty. She had little. The list did not change. The girl's name did not appear. Not immediately. Time did not register her the way it registered others. She was not misaligned. She was advanced. Future memory had arrived early. But not as memory. as completion. The girl remembered things she had not lived. Not events, end states. She remembered knowing how things ended. She did not remember the path. This made her efficient. It also made her distant. Adults reacted inconsistently. Some felt comfort around her. Others felt unease. No one felt neutral. She did not seek influence. Influence followed. When asked for opinion, she gave finality. Not advice. Outcomes. People accepted them more often than they should have. This disturbed some. They avoided her. She did not notice. Her age increased again that afternoon. Not in the system. In behavior. She stopped engaging in play entirely. Not abruptly. It simply no longer occurred to her. She sat alone during breaks. She did not appear lonely. She appeared complete. One teacher attempted to intervene. They invited her to speak privately. They asked if anything had happened. The girl considered the question. She answered honestly, "I already know how this goes." The teacher felt dismissed. They were not. They were outdated. That night, the girl's parents checked her records again. The age was higher. They contacted authorities. Medical assessments were scheduled. The girl cooperated. She answered questions precisely. She did not embellish. She did not omit. When asked if she felt older, she paused. She searched for accuracy. "I don't feel older," she said. "I feel after." The phrase did not help. Examinations found no cause. Psychological evaluation returned normal results. Intelligence was consistent. Emotional effect was flat but appropriate. The girl did not exhibit distress. The professionals struggled to place her. She did not match developmental models. The girl aged again overnight. This time, the change reached the threshold of visibility. Lines appeared near her eyes. Not wrinkles. Memory. Her posture shifted further. She moved with the certainty of someone who had already survived consequences. The system updated again. Her age now exceeded legal classification. The body did not match. Authorities debated classification. The debate stalled. No category applied. The girl did not resist. She did not comply either. She existed. The list did not mark her. Not because she was invisible, because she was resolved. Time had not corrected her. It had completed her. Future memory had not shown her outcomes. It had delivered her to them. She was not living toward anything. She had arrived. Those around her began to feel time differently. Conversations ended sooner. Decisions felt heavier. People near her felt pressure to conclude. Not urgency. Finality. The system responded. The girl did not age again that day. She stabilized. She watched. Not people. Processes. She did not interfere. She did not advise. She existed as proof. Proof of what happened when future memory collapsed into the present completely. The cost was not physical. It was temporal. She had skipped living. She had become aftermath. The system did not reverse this. Reversal would reintroduce uncertainty. Uncertainty was no longer preferred. The girl did not complain. She did not ask for restoration. She did not know what had been lost. She had never experienced it. She did not miss possibility. She had none. The episode did not end with an event. It ended with recognition. Those who noticed her felt a quiet fear. Not of her. Of what she represented. Time could age someone without time passing. Not by damage. By resolution. And it could do it again. The stabilization did not bring relief. It brought attention. Adults began watching the girl without acknowledging that they were doing so. Their glances lingered. Their questions shortened. They avoided speculation in her presence, as if outcomes would arrive regardless of discussion. The girl noticed this shift. She did not interpret it as concern. She interpreted it as alignment. People around her began concluding things faster. Conversations reached endpoints without disagreement. Plans collapsed into decisions. Disputes softened before they could escalate. She did not guide these outcomes. She accompanied them. Her presence acted as a reference point. Not authority. Completion. A teacher noticed that lessons ended early when the girl participated. Not because she dominated discussion, because questions resolved themselves. Students stopped exploring alternatives once she spoke. The teacher changed tactics. They stopped calling on her. The lesson regained duration. The teacher felt relief. Later, they felt regret. The outcomes were weaker. The material was covered. Nothing was settled. The girl did not react to being excluded. She did not seek engagement. Engagement implied process. She had moved past it. At home, her parents experienced a quieter disturbance. They noticed that arguments ended before beginning. They reached agreements without negotiation. Decisions about the girl's care resolved themselves internally before being voiced. They felt efficient. They felt distant. They began sleeping poorly. Not from worry, from lack of unresolved thought. Sleep had nothing to consolidate. They woke unchanged. The girl slept normally. She woke prepared. Medical assessments resumed. Specialists arrived. They asked questions carefully. The girl answered without anticipation. When asked about the future, she did not speculate. She described states. "I won't be here long." The statement was not dramatic. It was descriptive. The specialists paused. They asked where she would go. She answered accurately. "I don't know." The answer satisfied her. It did not satisfy them. They reframed questions. They asked about fear. She reported none. They asked about loss. She reported absence. She did not lack emotion. She lacked attachment to sequence. Her emotions occurred after outcomes. They were processed immediately. Nothing lingered. This frightened some. Others felt calm around her. The division increased. The system responded subtly. The girl's age did not advance further. The system held. Time observed. The girl became a fixed point. People who interacted with her began experiencing future memory differently. Not personally, collectively. They remembered decisions the group would make. They did not remember debate. Meetings ended quickly. Consensus emerged without conflict. The group felt productive. They also felt hollow. Those who noticed the hollowness avoided her. Those who did not notice nothing. The list did not update. The girl's name remained absent. Not because she was excluded. Because she no longer required sorting. She was beyond it. One afternoon, a circled individual approached her deliberately. They had experienced future memory. They had adapted. They recognized something familiar in her. They asked a direct question. "Did you choose this?" The girl considered the phrasing. Choice implied alternatives. She answered honestly. "No." The individual felt confirmation. Not of cause. Of inevitability. They did not ask further questions. They felt a sense of conclusion. Later that day, their future memories intensified. The girl acted as an amplifier. Not by intention. By proximity. Time condensed around her. The system tested boundaries. The girl was invited to participate in an evaluation outside her usual environment. A controlled setting. New observers. She agreed. Agreement required no deliberation. The room was quiet. The observers asked structured questions. They monitored response time. The girl answered immediately. Not impulsively. Resolved. One observer attempted a paradox. They asked a question with no clear outcome. The girl paused. The pause was brief. She answered with an outcome anyway. The outcome did not satisfy the question. Concluded it. The observer felt disoriented. The paradox had been bypassed. The system noted this. The girl could resolve uncertainty without engaging with it. This ability was not learned. It was assigned. Time had delivered her beyond process. The observers discussed containment. They did not use the word. They discussed protection. They discussed relocation. They discussed study. The girl listened. She did not react. She did not anticipate. She waited for conclusion. The discussion ended. No decision was made. The girl stood. She left. No one stopped her. The decision had already resolved. Later, the group realized they had agreed to let her go. No one remembered agreeing. They did not object. The girl returned home. Her parents noticed nothing unusual. They had already accepted the outcome. That night, the girl experienced something new. For the first time, she felt delay. Not resistance. Waiting. The sensation was unfamiliar. She sat with it. She did not know what it was. The sensation passed. She did not pursue understanding. Sleep came. Dreams occurred. Not memories. Not rehearsals. Endings. She dreamed of being absent. Not dead. Complete elsewhere. She woke with certainty. The certainty did not disturb her. The following day, people noticed that she seemed less present. Not withdrawn. Faded. Her voice carried less weight. Her presence concluded fewer things. The amplification reduced. The system adjusted. The girl had reached capacity. Time did not need to accelerate her further. She had fulfilled function. The girl aged one final time. Not visibly, contextually. People stopped noticing her. Not deliberately. She moved through spaces without attracting attention. Teachers did not call on her. Students did not seek her. Her parents felt distance but could not locate it. The girl was not removed. She was de-emphasized. Time had integrated her fully. Her role as proof was complete. She no longer needed to be visible. The cost remained. Those who had observed her carried the effect forward. They concluded things faster. They avoided uncertainty. They preferred resolution. The girl had normalized it. One morning, her parents woke to find her room empty. No note. No disturbance. Her belongings remained. She had not packed. The absence felt resolved. They did not search immediately. Later, they realized they would not. The decision had already been made. The authorities were informed. Records were checked. The system reflected no anomaly. The girl's age field stabilized. It did not revert. It did not advance. It closed. No missing person alert was issued. No investigation proceeded. The absence had already been processed. Those who knew her remembered her as someone who finished things. Not as a child. Not as an adult. As an ending. Time did not repeat the event. It did not correct it. The girl was not an error. She was a demonstration. Time could move a human to the far side of life without passing through it. Not by damage. Not by trauma. By resolution alone. The system learned from this. It would not apply the method widely. The cost was too visible. But it would retain the option. Future memory did not need to complete someone entirely. Partial completion was sufficient. The girl had shown the extreme. The system preferred moderation. Those who noticed felt a lingering unease. Not fear. Recognition. The future was no longer something people moved toward. It was something that could arrive fully formed. And when it did, living became optional. The list remained unchanged. The scars remained. Sleep continued consolidating. Time did not make mistakes here. It executed perfectly. And then it stepped back.